Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Call of Duty, the Black Ops franchise on the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. For performance monitoring, this time I won't be using cam since it's not currently compatible with these games, so in the meantime I'll be using MSI Afterburner. So Call of Duty, the Black Ops franchise, I'll be doing Black Ops 1, 2 and 3. Black Ops 4 will release later this year, so stay tuned for that. But to skip on those particular games, check the timestamps down in the description. So well, first of all, I'll start with the first game, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, and on that one I'll be using 1440p with the maximum settings. I also tried 4K, but unfortunately with that resolution the game dropped below 60 frames per second, so I just kept 1440p and 4 times MSAA. You might say that's a waste at 1440p, and yes, on a 1080p monitor 1440p and then adding 4 times MSAA is a waste, but if you have a 1440p monitor, depending on the size and at what distance you are from the monitor, it can look different. But I had just so much room to spare that I didn't really care, and I just cranked it up to 4x. And well, this one is capped at 91 frames per second, but by just editing the INI file, I was able to unlock the frame rate, so we can see how the GPU performs here. But if you want a higher resolution, the maximum I would recommend is 1800p. With that one you should be at around 60 to 90 frames per second. At 4K again drops below 60, but remember, Call of Duty games usually run better on multiplayer. If you're just playing multiplayer, 4K should be fine. But yeah, I'll talk to you again in the next game.
Mason, get in position! Contact, right at bridge!
Take ya!
I see you!
Return!
Eyes left, Mason! Take those bastards out! Check the bridge! Enemy down!
Return! What are they? I don't need!
Spider hole, dead ahead! You're gonna need that spider hole!
Zero, this is Whiskey. We got CPU on the river.
Mason, move it, brother! Charlie on the right!
If I can be you.
Take it out.
Johnson, clear up that 202 crowd! He said CPU on the river! Damn it! Mason, get to that 202! I'm pinned down! Next to the hut on the river, you see it? Charlie don't want to let that gun go! Look at those fuckers move! 1-0! Next is empty, objective clear!
Roger. Lima 9 or X-ray. This is Kentucky. Green Hornet inbound. Keep your shit tucked. We are coming in hot. Sierra's at the north perimeter. Sierra's cleared the north perimeter, moving to the village.
Left flank, target's on the roof! Got it. Take them down! Someone drop a nade in the hole! Grenade out! Dock is clear! Move up! Gonna cut through this hut. Mason, lead the way. Clear the rest of the village. Mason, over here. MD, take cover! Push through! Let's go! Mason, make sure that hooch is clear!
Good shot! Nice shot! Target down! Kill confirmed!
Roger that!
Rack tunnel up ahead.
I see it. Charlie, 9 o'clock!
Rack tunnel up ahead.
I see it.
I'm testing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and on this one once again I'm doing 1440p because 4K drops below 60 frames per second, and over the 1440p resolution I'm using 2x MSAA. Once again we have a lot of room to spare, so I just enabled 2x MSAA, and I kept that fulfilled on low, because if you keep it on medium or high, when you just aim down sights you lose like 20 frames per second. It's ridiculous. I recommend just keeping it on low. It's not a huge difference and you get a huge performance uplift when just aiming down sights. Other than that, the game runs just fine. Even on multiplayer, 4K wasn't really over 60 frames per second all the time, so I recommend 1440p or once again 1800p. Those resolutions should be more than enough to maintain over 60 frames per second on this game. But remember that fulfilled, keep it on low. But yeah, I'm going to talk to you again in the next game.
Taking off!
We don't want that bastard airborne!
Salazar, take it out!
On it! Drone's down. Okay, let's get moving!
Section! Hack the weapon systems of that ground bird! Push forward! Don't let them breathe!
Moving in!
Move in! Clear them out!
They're falling back!
¡Manténgannos en la entrada!
Engaging! Come on! We got him on the run!
Shit! Fucking turrets got the area locked down! Hell yeah! EMPs will fry them! Nice going, man! You fried his ass, section!
Turrets down!
¡Nos están rodeando! ¡Sostengan el control! ¡Tirador!
And finally, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This one is a lot more demanding than the previous ones, so I used pretty much high settings. I lowered ambient occlusion from extra to high, shadows as well, and I also disabled order independent transparency, since that's a noticeable performance hit. And once again, the campaign runs way worse than the multiplayer, at least on my end. So with these settings here, I was trying to be over 60 frames per second, but there are some drops every now and then when there are a lot of explosions, a lot of dust, fire, all that kind of stuff. There are a lot of enemies on screen, plus reflections, plus dynamic lights. So yeah, this runs a lot worse than the multiplayer, but just take this as the worst case scenario. They just went crazy with explosions, transparencies, enemies, just the stuff that happens on screen, which makes sense for the bombastic campaign, but overall the game is completely playable. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be testing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 once it releases later this year, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys for watching and see you next time.
Wrong place, wrong time. Cell block ahead. On me. I'll take point. You breach observation.
You invaded our home. We only did what we have to do. Cannot.
Interrogator has his back to the door. 2 sentries inside.
My people.
The guard's down.
You are a coward.
On my
Only
mark.
of yourself. You are
3,
evil.
2,
Of the ones
go!
who are going.
We're here to extract you. That's our exit. Cargo elevator up ahead.
What's their position?
Everyone hold. Clear out the NRC so we can get topside. Get in the elevator. It'll take us up to the hangar. Come on, get to the elevator.
Drop your weapon! Lower them now!
We're dead if we do. Trust me, we're dead if we don't.
Drop them! Move forward!
Moving to the next hangar. On my position, let's take the high road.
Frag! Back up! That's the stuff. Yeah! Tear them up! Fall back! Fall back! We need to regroup!
Get to Exfil, I got these guys. Go! Our weapons are no good against that APC. We gotta bring down that VTOL. Aim for the missiles. APC is down.
Diaz, I'm in position.
Copy that. Hendricks, rendezvous with Hall on the other side of the hangar.